So these last few weeks we've been on this pasta bandwagon, and it's time to jump off that bandwagon and try something different. So today what I have for you is a pork stew. Should come out tasting pretty darn good. Hit that subscribe button and let's get started here on Cook! Don't be lazy! We're going to set our burner to about a 7, which is a medium high. We're going to take some vegetable oil. Pour some in, coat the pan, and we're going to wait for this to heat up about a minute. Take some pork chunks. I hope this doesn't splatter. Alright, I think I'm good. We're not going to touch this for about 3 minutes. We want that side to fry up and brown. So leave it on here for 3 minutes approximately. Alright, let's do a little flippy flippy. We're going to let this side cook for about 3 minutes. Next thing, tomato paste. 1 spoonful, 2 big spoonfuls, 3 big spoonfuls, and I got just a little bit left, so why not? This is a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. Get in there. Can of diced tomatoes. Now at this point, we can lower our temperature to a 4 on our stove. And I'm just using that same can, filled it up with some water. And I guess I'm using about 3/4 can of water. So just eyeball it. About that much water. Salt it. You can always add more salt later if need be. It's going to be salt to taste. Same thing with the pepper. We're going to give this a stir. Now that I know that tomato paste is broken up, some diced onion, some carrots, diced, sliced carrots. Give that one more quick stir. And we're going to cover it up. So we're going to let that simmer for about 1.5 hours. In the meantime, drink some milk. So we're closing in on the 1.5 hour mark. So let's take care of a little bit of prep work. Slice up and dice up 1 red bell pepper. Get that out of the way. Get yourself another bowl. Sour cream. A big chunk of sour cream. That much. All-purpose flour. What we're going to do is take about a big heaping spoon. What is this? Tablespoon of all-purpose flour. That's roughly 1/4 cup of water. I'm just eyeballing it. We're going to stir this in real quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and add this to our pork stew. So one thing to be mindful of though, before I forget, is make sure this has enough water. So if you feel it's getting a little too dry, add a little extra water. So we're going to throw this in here. Yeah, see, I could have probably added a little extra water earlier. Let me go ahead and do that now. It's not going to hurt it. So I'm adding about half a cup of water. Throw in your green, not your green, your red. Must be colorblind today. Red bell pepper. Garlic powder. Eyeball it. For a little kick, some cayenne pepper. Not too much. A little bit of paprika. And some parsley flakes. Gonna get this stirred up. Ooh, this is smelling good and looking good. Cover it back up. So we're gonna continue to simmer this at that 4 setting for about 30 more minutes. Now I probably should have mentioned this a little bit earlier, but the pork chunk size that you're using, it's kind of irrelevant. I'm using some big sizes. If you're using a small size, that's perfectly okay. By the time we're done simmering this, that pork chunk, however large it is, it's going to be so tender it's going to fall apart. So it doesn't matter what size you use. Now, the only thing I got left is to make a side, and then it's time to plate up. Pork stew with a side of mashed potatoes equals nom 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 nom. Time for me to chow down, so I'll see you guys next week here on Cook! Don't be lazy!